Dear students, today we are going to study chapter number 8 from your SS textbook. The topic is Framing of Constitution and its Feature. Let's start. Constitution means. What is Constitution? Any systematic collection of rules designed to govern a country's regime is known as Constitution. What is the importance of Constitution? Constitution is the basic and most important document. The laws of the countries are based on the Constitution. The country's constitution and the constitutional laws should be subject to relevant provision. The Constitution is superior to all the laws of the country. Constitution involves periodically changes, requirement of the people's aspiration and needs, expectations, interests as well as emotions which are high. That's the reason Constitution is known as the live and basic document. For example, आप इसे समझ सकते हैं जैसे कि आप स्कूल में पढ़ते हो, हर स्कूल के अपने रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस होते हैं जिसको हर किसी को फॉलो करने पड़ते हैं, चाहे वो टीचर हो, चाहे नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ हो या बच्चे हों, इवन देन पेरेंट्स, विजिटर्स को भी। अगर किसी स्कूल में वो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस ना हो तो क्या होगा? एक हैप्पीजार्ड तरीके से सब कुछ रन होगा। कोई भी व्यक्ति किसी भी समय आएगा, किसी भी समय जाएगा, लोग बॉदर ही नहीं करेंगे कि वो यूनिफॉर्म पहने या बुक्स लेकर आए या किसी हर तरीके की अव्यवस्था क्रिएट होगी। सो दैट्स वाई जिस तरीके से कि स्कूल को चलाने के लिए, कि यूनिट को चलाने के लिए, कि इंस्टीट्यूशन को चलाने के लिए, इवन देन अपनी फैमिली को रन करने के लिए जब रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, सो दैट फॉर लाइक दैट किसी भी देश को चलाने के लिए, किसी भी कंट्री को चलाने के लिए एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की ज़रूरत पड़ती है। सो वी कैन से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज द बेसिक एंड मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट। प्रोसेस ऑफ फ्रेमिंग द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। Before independence, the British government on 25th March 1946 handed the duty to the cabinet mission to 3 members to find a solution to the questions of India's independence. On the basis of recommendations of the cabinet mission, the Constituent Assembly was constituted and the structure of the Constitution was decided. कि हमारा Constitution कैसा होगा वो डिसाइड किया गया। Constituent Assembly comprised 389 members. How many members comprised in Constituent Assembly? 389 members, in which various members from different religion, अलग अलग धर्मों के लोग, जैसे कि हमारे देश में हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई, पारसी, जैन, बौद्ध, बहुत सारे धर्म के लोग रहते हैं। तो सभी धर्म के लोगों से कुछ मेंबर्स को लिया गया। कास्ट, हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई, हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई, दीज आर द रिलेशंस लाइक हिंदू। फिर लाइक कास्ट में जैसे ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य, शूद्र और भी बहुत सारी कास्ट, सब में से जेंडर यानी मेल एंड फीमेल and people from various geographical diversification. Political representatives भी लिए गए and experts from various sectors were included. पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल, मौलाना अबुल कलाम आजाद, श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी, HP मोदी, HP कामत, फ्रैंक एंथनी, कन्हैयालाल मुंशी, कृष्ण स्वामी अय्यर, बलदेव सिंह, and women representatives में सरोजनी नायडू, विजय लक्ष्मी पंडित etc. were the members of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of the Constituent Assembly. A drafting committee was appointed to draft the Constitution under the chairmanship of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. The Constituent A drafting committee was appointed to draft the Constitution under the chairmanship of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Thus, Constituent Assembly started working from 9th November 1946. This Constituent Assembly started its work from 9th November 1946. यानी कब से उन्होंने अपना काम करना शुरू किया? 9 November 1946 से. The Constituent Assembly met for 166 sessions, spread over a period of 2 years 11 months and 70 days. यानी ये कितने दिन तक इन्होंने काम किया, कितनी मीटिंग हुई, 166 सेशंस हुए, कितने सालों में, 2 साल 11 महीने 17 दिन में. Members of the assembly had discussed the threadbare each and every details of its provisions, keeping in concern the matters of constitutions of different countries. In this constitution there are 295 articles. कितने articles हैं? 295 articles and 8 appendix after amendments, सुधार करने के बाद, with 395 articles and 9 appendix. The Constitution was framed on 26 November 1949. The Constitution was unanimously passed in the Constituent Assembly on 26 January 1950. यानी कब इनेक्ट हुआ हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? 26 जनवरी 1950 में. Constitution of India came into existence and India was declared a republic nation. जब ये इनेक्ट हुआ उसके बाद ही इंडिया रिपब्लिक नेशन के नाम से declared हो गया. Thereafter, every year of 26 January, we celebrate Republic Day with national fervor. In the Indian Constitution, we have 4 lines as national emblem and national slogan. हमारा national slogan क्या है? सत्यमेव जयते. Truth will always win. यानी हमेशा सत्य की जीत होती है. The Constitution provides for citizenship rights and duties of the people, directive principles of the state policy, union-state relations, elections and emergency provisions. Thus, the Constitution of India is the most detailed and elaborated national document. What is preamble? आओ जाने कि preamble क्या है. Preamble is the core and an important part of Constitution. Indian Constitution begins with preamble. यानी हमारा Constitution किससे शुरू होता है? Preamble से. The word written in the preamble highlight the soul of the Constitution. यानी preamble में जो words लिखे हुए हैं वो किसको highlight करते हैं? Constitution की soul को. This is students, in this page we have our constitution preamble of our constitution. Let's start. The word inscribed in the preamble are given below. Preamble. Constitution of India. Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thoughts, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of the opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this is 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Students, this is our preamble. The preamble remained unchanged till 1976 in 42 constitutional amendment to 1976. The words socialist, secular, unity and integrity of the nation were added. यानी 1976 के बाद कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में किसी भी तरीके का कोई भी अमेंडमेंट नहीं किया गया है. First, the preamble remained unchanged till 1976. 1976 में the words socialist, secular, unity and integrity of the nation were added in the preamble. The preamble verbalizes the fundamental objectives of constitution aims, ideas and principles. Therefore, the preamble straightway gives a clear insight of the rule of welfare. The preamble reflects constitution framers' psyche. इम्पॉर्टेंस ऑफ प्रेमेबल. आइए जाने प्रेमेबल का क्या इम्पॉर्टेंस है. द प्रेमेबल as a soul of constitution is also an important necessity. To understand the framing of any law or its interpretation, preamble gives proper guidance. To understand the policy behind the framing of any law, preamble plays an important role. The preamble is the useful tool to avoid the trouble in the interpretation of the constitution. यानी हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को समझने के लिए, उसमें लॉ को समझने के लिए किस तरीके से बनाए गए हैं, क्यों बनाए गए हैं, उनका रोल क्या है, ये समझने के लिए preamble एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है. When any ambiguity, यानी कोई भी अगर हमें क्या होता है, संशय होता है, डाउट होता है, अनक्लियरिटी होती है और obscure detail in law rises, preamble helps is in understanding and interpreting the laws. Thus, preamble serves as compass to understand the provision of constitutional law. Preamble is nation's unity, integrity, एकता और अखंडता and is the standard crust of brotherhood among citizens के अंदर बीच में भाईचारे की भावना होना, who are having noble sentiments and ideals. Preamble is backed by high ideals and goals. Pillars of preamble. हमारे जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का preamble है उसका क्या पिलर्स हैं, आइए देखते हैं. Let's see. The words inscribed in the preamble are: we are the people of India, sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, fraternity and equality. Here we will study the following three main pillars of the preamble. Number one is democracy. Students, what is democracy? The ultimate sovereignty of power is with the people according to Indian Constitution. There is no particular design of any one particular person. Instead, it is with the people. Democracy, the word is derived from Greek. Democracy, the word is derived from Greek, and demos means people and kratos means power. यानी डेमोक्रेसी जो वर्ड है कहाँ से लिया गया, ग्रीक लैंग्वेज से ड्राइव किया गया है, जिसमें डेमोस का मतलब होता है मीन्स है पीपल और क्रेटोस का मतलब होता है पावर. यानी किसकी पावर, लोगों की पावर, पीपल्स की पावर. Country's power is not within a group of people. Instead, it is within the people of the country. कि जो कंट्री में पावर है, कंट्री की जो पावर है कुछ लोगों के हाथ में ना रह करके कंट्री के हर सिटीजन के हाथ में है. Democratic state administration is such an arrangement in which there is equal justice for people to social, economical and political and having equal rights of participation. यानी हर किसी को समानता का अधिकार है सोशल, इकोनॉमिक एंड पॉलिटिकल लेवल पर. In democratic India, people elect their leaders through their choice by casting vote to represent those leaders in the parliament and thereafter assuming the post of prime minister and her cabinet. Executives do not have absolute power. They are given a specific time limit. Similarly, the voters elect state and local level government. Hence, democracy means by the people, Democracy means what? By the people, for the people and of the people. देश का शासन देश के लोगों के द्वारा, देश के लोगों के लिए और देश के लोगों का. Cabinet consists members of parliament. Cabinet of minister is responsible to the parliament. Any citizen of India who possesses required constitutional eligibility can contest the election. यानी देश का हर नागरिक जो एलिजिबिलिटी को पूरा करता हो देश में इलेक्शन कॉन्टेस्ट कर सकता है. मिनिस्ट्रियल पोजीशंस आर नॉट एक्वायर्ड हेरिडेटरी. यानी हेरिडेटरी नहीं कि भाई ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर है तो वो जब हो जाएगा उसका कार्यकाल पूरा होगा तो उसका बेटा होगा. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं. जो चुन करके जो इलेक्शन में जीत करके आएगा जिस वही उसके मिनिस्ट्रियल पोजीशन पर होगा. ईच इलेक्टेड गवर्नमेंट हैज 5 years ऑफ टेन्योर. कितना टेन्योर होता है उनका? 5 साल का. आफ्टर 5 years फिर से इलेक्शंस होते हैं. दिस गवर्नमेंट वर्क्स अंडर द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड देयरफॉर इट इज नोन एज responsible government. The democratic government is based on liberty, equality, feeling of fraternity and continuously work to achieve these goals. The constitution The Constitution disseminates the power to people to cast their vote according to their free will and thereby instills confidence in the Constitution. The Constitution of Democratic India renders fundamental rights, principles or political directions. Parliament, members of Assembly, independent and impartial, justice and election commissions are those provisions which make our country democratic in every means. Adult suffrage means the citizen above 18 years. जो लोग 18 years के हो जाते वही अपना वोट कास्ट कर सकते हैं अपनी चॉइस के लीडर को विदाउट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. किसी बिना भेदभाव के, न कास्ट, क्रीड, रिलीजन, लैंग्वेज, जेंडर, एजुकेशन, इनकम और बर्थ प्लेस. But it is essential that the citizens are enlisted in the electoral list. Socialist. In the year 1976, by 42nd Indian Constitutional Amendment, Constitution of India added in the 42nd Amendment the word socialist. Most of the provision in the Constitution of India directly or indirectly so social revolution which brought social and economic equality and furthered the aim of welfare state. The principle of socialist pattern directs social, economic and political equality for citizens as given in the preamble. It is now regarded as a principal feature of the state. It reflects the fact that India is committed to secure social, economic and political justice for all its people. India stands for abolishing all forms of exploitation as well as for securing equitable distribution of income, sources and wealth. Any one particular person should not have power over all assets. Instead, everyone should have equal opportunity by getting facilities and provisions from society and thereby eliminating the discrimination of rich and poor. Therefore, we can say that Constitution of India is a socialistic document. Number 3, secularism. Secularism in the year 1976 by 42nd Indian Constitution Amendment, the word secular was inserted. सेकुलर मीन्स इंडिया इज अ सेकुलर कंट्री. यहाँ बहुत सारे धर्म के लोग रहते हैं लेकिन सभी लोग एक दूसरे के धर्म का आदर करते हैं और इंडिया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में, भारतीय संविधान भी सभी धर्मों को एक समान मानता है. India can never become one particular religious country as per the provision of the Constitution. India does not follow any particular religion, so the country never promotes any religion activity. The country cannot involve any secular activities with religious activity. The citizen of the country has a freedom to choose his/her religion. The country cannot discriminate a citizen on religion basis. Equal job opportunities, चाहे वो हिंदू हो, मुस्लिम हो, सिख, ईसाई हो, पॉलिटिकल राइट टू द सिटीजन्स आर गिवन विदाउट एनी रिलीजियस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. किसी धर्म के आधार पर कोई भेदभाव नहीं किया जाता है. In this way, secularism is the basic foundation and mandatory and necessary feature of the Constitution. सर्वधर्म समृद्धि and Sarvadharma Sambhav are the principles incorporated in the Constitution. So, no particular religion would be encouraged in any states. There is no prohibition on any citizen to propagate any अपने धर्म का प्रचार करना, his/her religious belief, trust and faith. Now, students, आज के हमने इसमें क्या क्या पढ़ा? What is Constitution? Importance of Constitution, how it is framed, what are the fundamental pillars of the Constitution, its need, like that. In this video, itna hi. In next video, we will discuss rest of the chapter. Read this chapter once, watch this video once and twice, and go through the chapter. Thank you.